Have you ever noticed how osteoporosis often sneaks up without warning? One day you feel fine, and the next you're told your bones are thinning, fragile, and at higher risk of fracture. Most people over 60 are told to just take calcium. But here's the surprising truth. Calcium is only one piece of the puzzle. The real story is that there are hidden causes of osteoporosis factors your doctor may never mention in a quick appointment. Some of them come from everyday habits, others from silent changes inside your body. And the tricky part, these causes are easy to overlook until the damage is already done. But here's the good news. Once you know what's secretly weakening your bones, you can take back control. Science shows that even after 60, your bones can stay stronger, denser, and more resilient if you address the right triggers. In this video, we'll uncover the top 10 hidden causes of osteoporosis after 60. These aren't the obvious answers you've heard 100 times. Instead, you'll discover the overlooked culprits, like certain medications, hormonal shifts, even digestive health that silently erode bone strength. Stick with me, because each hidden cause comes with a practical, easy-to-follow tip you can start using today. By the end, you'll not only know what's putting your bones at risk, you'll also have a clear plan to keep them steady and protect your independence for years to come. This isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. Because when you understand the full picture of osteoporosis, you can finally make choices that truly support your health. When people think about osteoporosis, the first answer is almost always calcium. And while calcium is important, it's only one part of the picture. Without the right supporting nutrients, much of that calcium never makes it into your bones where it belongs. Think of your bones like a house under construction. Calcium provides the bricks, but you still need the cement and the workers to build a strong structure. That's where vitamin D, vitamin K2, and magnesium play crucial roles. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium from food and supplements. Without it, calcium can simply pass through without being used. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic officer, directing calcium into your bones instead of letting it settle in your arteries. And magnesium supports bone structure while also helping vitamin D do its job. But studies show that many older adults fall short on magnesium every day. The result is that even if you're getting plenty of calcium, your bones may still be missing the materials they need to stay strong. The good news is that it's not complicated to improve this. Leafy greens, nuts, beans, eggs, and certain cheeses naturally provide these key nutrients. Spending a little time in the sun or discussing a vitamin D supplement with your doctor can also make a big difference. By combining these nutrients with calcium, you give your bones a complete toolkit for strength. Instead of just piling up bricks, you're building a reinforced home. Solid, steady, and able to support you for years to come. Most people don't realize that some of the very medications meant to protect their health can quietly weaken their bones. Steroids like prednisone, for example, are often prescribed to control inflammation, but long-term use can accelerate bone loss. Another common group is acid reflux drugs, known as proton pump inhibitors. They reduce stomach acid so well that your body has a harder time absorbing calcium and magnesium, two minerals essential for bone strength. Certain antidepressants and anti-seizure medications can also interfere with the way bones are renewed and repaired. The challenge is that many people over 60 take more than one prescription, and the combined effect can slowly chip away at bone density without obvious warning signs. Doctors may not always point this out, because each drug on its own seems appropriate, but together, they create a hidden risk for osteoporosis. The good news is that you don't have to stop your medications or choose between one condition and your bones. Instead, awareness is the first step. By making a simple list of every medicine, you take even over-the-counter ones you can ask your doctor or pharmacist. Are any of these linked to bone loss? Are there alternatives or protective steps? In many cases, the solution could be as simple as adjusting the dose, switching to a different option, or adding supportive nutrients to your routine by asking the right questions. You can keep the benefits of your prescriptions while still protecting your bones. It's about taking charge, staying informed, and making sure every part of your health works together, not against you. One of the less obvious reasons bones weaken after 60 has to do with silent hormonal changes. Most people know that women face a higher risk of osteoporosis after menopause because estrogen levels drop. Estrogen isn't just a reproductive hormone, it also protects bone density. When it falls, bones lose that shield and start thinning faster. But it's not only women who are affected. Men also experience hormonal changes with age, particularly a gradual decline in testosterone. Testosterone helps maintain muscle mass and bone strength, so when it decreases, bones can slowly become more fragile. Add to that a rise in stress hormones like cortisol, which break down bone tissue when levels stay high, and you have a hidden recipe for bone loss that goes unnoticed until a fracture happens. The challenge is that these shifts often happen quietly, without clear symptoms. You may feel a bit more tired, notice muscle loss, or think it's just normal aging, while underneath, your bones are losing strength. The good news is that awareness gives you options. Simple lifestyle steps, like weight-bearing exercise, better sleep, and stress management can help balance hormones naturally. For some people, doctors may recommend hormone testing or treatments that address deficiencies in a safe, supervised way. By paying attention to these hidden hormonal changes, you're not just protecting your bones, you're also supporting energy, mood, and overall vitality. It's a reminder that healthy aging isn't only about diet and exercise, but also about understanding the inner signals your body is sending. Even if you're eating all the right foods, your bones may not be getting the nutrition they need. And the reason often lies in your digestive system. As we age, the stomach naturally produces less acid. That might sound harmless, but stomach acid plays an important role in breaking down food and helping the body absorb minerals like calcium, magnesium, and zinc. With lower stomach acid, those nutrients can slip right through without being fully used. Conditions such as celiac disease, irritable bowel syndrome, or chronic gastritis can make things even worse by damaging the gut lining, which is where most nutrient absorption happens. And let's not forget that long-term use of acid reflux medications, common among older adults, can also reduce absorption of bone-building minerals. Over time, this quiet loss adds up, leaving bones weaker, despite what looks like a healthy diet. The tricky part is that poor absorption doesn't always cause obvious symptoms. You may feel perfectly fine, while your bones are silently missing out on the fuel they need. Sometimes the first sign is a fracture after a minor fall, which feels like it came out of nowhere. The good news is that you can take practical steps to support your digestion and improve absorption. Eating more whole foods, adding fiber from vegetables and legumes, and including probiotic-rich options like yogurt or kefir can help keep your gut healthy. For some, testing for vitamin D, B12, or iron levels can reveal hidden deficiencies early. And if you're on long-term reflux medication, it's worth asking your doctor whether adjustments or supplements are needed. By supporting your digestive health, you give your bones a fair chance to benefit from every nutrient you eat. It's not just what goes in, it's what your body can actually use. One of the most underestimated causes of bone loss after 60 isn't about what you eat, it's about how much you move. Many people think exercise means intense workouts or heavy weights, but the truth is much simpler. Bones grow stronger when they're gently stressed. Without regular movement, especially weight-bearing activity, bones don't get the signal to maintain their density. The modern lifestyle makes this challenge even bigger. Hours of sitting, whether it's watching TV, reading, or using the computer, leave bones and muscles underused. Over time, this inactivity tells your body that strong bones aren't needed, so they begin to thin faster. What's more, sitting too much weakens balance and coordination, which increases the risk of falls. The very thing osteoporosis makes dangerous. The good news is that protecting your bones doesn't require extreme exercise. Small, consistent movements can make a powerful difference. Simple habits like standing up every 30 minutes, taking a brisk walk around the block, or doing gentle resistance exercises with bands or light weights can stimulate bone cells. Even activities like gardening, dancing, or climbing stairs count as bone-strengthening movement. Think of it this way. Every time you put a little weight on your skeleton, you're reminding your bones to stay strong. The goal isn't to run marathons, it's to keep your body in motion often enough that your bones get regular, healthy signals to rebuild. By weaving these micro movements into your daily life, you don't just support bone density, you also improve muscle strength, balance, and independence. It's one of the simplest, most effective ways to fight osteoporosis without needing anything more than your own body. Bone health isn't only about diet and exercise, it's also deeply connected to how well you sleep and how you handle stress. When the body is under constant stress, it produces higher levels of a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is helpful in short bursts, but when it stays high for too long, it actually breaks down bone tissue. It's like a slow leak in a water tank. You may not notice it day to day, but over months and years it can drain your strength. Poor sleep makes the problem worse. Sleep is the time when your body repairs and rebuilds, including your bones. Without enough deep rest, your hormone balance shifts. Cortisol rises, while growth and repair hormones fall. This double effect makes bones weaker over time, even if your diet and exercise are on track. The challenge is that many older adults accept poor sleep or high stress as just part of aging, but it doesn't have to be that way. Simple changes like keeping a consistent bedtime, creating a dark and quiet sleep space, or practicing relaxation techniques such as breathing exercises or gentle stretching can lower cortisol and improve rest. Some people also find that cutting back on caffeine late in the day or turning off screens an hour before bed makes a noticeable difference. Small shifts like these help the body reset, giving bones the environment they need to stay resilient. By protecting your sleep and lowering stress, you're not just improving mood and energy, you're also protecting your bones from silent, hidden damage. It's another reminder that bone strength comes from the whole lifestyle, not just the food on your plate. Sometimes the habits we pick up in social settings can quietly harm our bones without us realizing it. Take alcohol, for example. An occasional glass of wine or beer isn't the issue, but regular heavy drinking interferes with how the body absorbs calcium and vitamin D, two essentials for strong bones. It also slows down the cells that build bone, while speeding up the ones that break it down. Over years, that imbalance leaves bones thinner and weaker. Smoking is another hidden culprit. Many people think of smoking only in relation to the lungs, but nicotine actually damages blood vessels and reduces circulation. That means fewer nutrients reach the bones. Smoking also interferes with hormones like estrogen, which play a key role in protecting bone density, especially after 60. The result is not just weaker bones, but also slower healing if a fracture does occur. The tricky part is that these habits are often tied to relaxation, friendship, or routine. A nightly drink to wind down, or a cigarette shared in conversation, can feel small in the moment but add up over time. The encouraging news is that it's never too late to make changes. Research shows that when people cut back on alcohol or stop smoking even later in life, the body begins to recover. Bone loss slows down, and overall health improves. If you enjoy a drink, try limiting it to moderate levels, such as 1 glass a day for women, or 2 for men, and aim for smoke-free days. Every step in this direction reduces hidden stress on your bones and supports your independence in the years ahead. Another hidden cause of bone loss comes from something we often overlook: the environment around us. Day after day, we're exposed to small amounts of chemicals and pollutants that can quietly interfere with bone health. Heavy metals like lead or cadmium, sometimes found in old plumbing, cigarette smoke, or even certain foods, can weaken the bone-building process. Over time, these toxins replace healthy minerals in the bone, making the structure more brittle. Household products can also play a role. Some plastics, pesticides, and cleaning agents contain compounds that act like hormone disruptors because hormones are tightly linked to bone density. These chemicals can create imbalances that speed up bone thinning. The amounts may seem tiny, but with years of exposure, they add up. The tricky part is that most people don't notice the impact until it's too late. You might be eating well and staying active, yet your bones are still quietly being affected by what's in your water, air, or home. The positive news is that small protective steps go a long way. Using a water filter, choosing glass containers instead of plastic, and rinsing fruits and vegetables thoroughly can reduce exposure, ventilating your home to improve air quality, and choosing natural cleaning products when possible are also simple ways to lower your toxic load. No one can avoid every environmental toxin, but by reducing your everyday exposure, you help your bones stay stronger for longer. Think of it as giving your body a cleaner, safer foundation, so the nutrients you take in can actually do their job. Sometimes osteoporosis isn't just about age or diet, it's linked to other health conditions working quietly in the background. Diabetes, for example, is well known for affecting blood sugar, but high glucose levels also damage the tiny blood vessels that feed your bones. This reduces the supply of nutrients and oxygen needed to keep them strong. People with diabetes are also more likely to fall, making fractures a bigger concern. Thyroid problems are another hidden factor. When the thyroid is overactive, it speeds up metabolism, including the natural turnover of bone. Bones end up breaking down faster than they can rebuild. Even when thyroid medication is necessary, taking too much can tip the balance and quietly erode bone density. Other chronic conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, kidney disease, or even long-standing digestive disorders can all influence bone health in subtle ways. Sometimes it's the disease itself, and sometimes it's the medications used to treat it, working slowly over time. The difficult part is that these connections are often overlooked. A doctor may be focused on managing blood sugar, thyroid levels, or kidney function, without mentioning how these same conditions affect the skeleton. As a result, bone loss becomes a side effect that sneaks up unnoticed. The good news is that awareness creates opportunity. If you have one of these chronic conditions, it's worth asking your healthcare provider how it might affect your bones, and whether regular bone density checks should be part of your care. With the right monitoring and adjustments, you can manage your condition while still protecting your bone strength. By looking at the bigger picture of health, you give your bones the support they need, not in isolation, but as part of your whole body's well-being. The last hidden cause of osteoporosis is one many people worry about: genetics. If your parents or siblings had osteoporosis or suffered hip fractures, your risk is naturally higher. Family history can influence how dense your bones are from the very beginning and how quickly they thin with age. For some, this feels discouraging, like the outcome is already written. But here's the empowering truth. While genetics set the stage, your daily choices still shape the story. Think of it like inheriting a garden. You may not control the soil you start with, but how you water, feed, and care for it determines whether it thrives or struggles. In the same way, lifestyle plays a huge role in whether genetic risk turns into real bone loss. Research shows that even people with a strong family history can protect themselves through consistent action, nutrient-rich eating, regular weight-bearing exercise, good sleep, and avoiding smoking or excess alcohol. These choices send powerful signals to your bones, telling them to stay strong despite genetic tendencies. It's also worth remembering that bone density testing can act as an early warning system. If you know you have a family history, scheduling scans gives you a head start on prevention. Rather than waiting for a fracture, you and your doctor can track changes and make adjustments before the damage sets in. So while genetics may open the door to osteoporosis, you're the one who decides how wide that door swings. By focusing on what you can control, you keep your independence and mobility firmly in your own hands. Now that we've uncovered the 10 hidden causes of osteoporosis, let's bring it all together into a clear action plan. The truth is, protecting your bones isn't about chasing one magic pill. It's about stacking simple steps that work together. Start with nutrition. Make sure your plate includes not just calcium, but also vitamin D, vitamin K2, and magnesium. Think leafy greens, nuts, beans, eggs, and a bit of sunlight or supplements if needed. These nutrients act as the building blocks that keep bones dense and strong. Next, movement. You don't need intense workouts. just consistent weight-bearing activities. Brisk walks, light resistance exercises, gardening, or dancing all signal your bones to stay strong. Sprinkle in micro movements throughout your day by standing, stretching, or climbing stairs. Don't overlook sleep and stress. Aim for steady, restorative rest, and practice simple relaxation techniques to lower cortisol. This not only refreshes your mind, but also protects your bones at the cellular level. Look at your habits. If alcohol or smoking is part of your routine, consider cutting back or quitting. Even small changes make a difference, and the body responds quickly once those pressures are removed. Finally, partner with your healthcare team. Bring a list of your medications, ask about side effects, and discuss bone density scan, especially if you have a family history or chronic conditions like diabetes or thyroid problems. Prevention works best when you catch issues early. Think of this as a layered shield. Each step: nutrients, movement, sleep, lifestyle, and medical awareness adds another layer of protection. You don't have to be perfect, but the more layers you build, the safer and steadier your bones will be for years to come. We've just uncovered the 10 hidden causes of osteoporosis after 60, from nutrient gaps and digestive health to medications, hormones, lifestyle habits, and even genetics. What's clear is that osteoporosis isn't caused by just one thing. It's the result of many small factors adding up over time. But the good news is that each of those factors can also be turned into an opportunity to protect your bones. Strong bones aren't only about avoiding fractures. They're about keeping your independence, your mobility, and your confidence as you age. Every step you take, whether it's eating more nutrient-rich foods, moving a little more each day, improving your sleep, or talking with your doctor about medications, adds to your protection. Remember, it's never too late to make changes. Even small adjustments today can create stronger bones tomorrow. Think of it as building a foundation. Each choice you make is another brick that supports your future health. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these hidden causes surprised you the most? And what's one small step you're ready to take this week to support your bones? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read them all, and your experiences help others in our community feel supported too. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe to Senior Wellness for more practical, science-backed tips to stay strong and independent after 60. Together, we're building not just healthier bones, but healthier years ahead. This video is educational, not medical advice. Always consult your healthcare professional for personal guidance.